Chapter 1056, Cross Guild makes their debut. Chapter 1080, Perona frees Kobe if he assists Moria with escaping Hachinosu Island. Chapter 1081, Law is defeated by Blackbeard but is saved by Beppo, who goes Sulong thanks to Chopper's rumble balls. Chapter 1082, Vice Admiral T-Bone is killed for his Cross Guild bounty. Chapter 1086, S-Croc, S-Flamingo, and S-Gecko make their debuts. How are all of these events related? What will happen next with Cross Guild? All this and more on today's episode of Tachi's Mental Breakdown. Cross Guild is a faction in One Piece that is doing something unprecedented. They're putting bounties on the Navy, issuing stars and crowns to represent value. This even has Sengoku trembling in his boots. Sir Crocodile has the Marines in a chokehold after the death of Vice Admiral T-Bone. We currently have 3 Seraphim attacking the headquarters of Cross Guild. This means there's an authority chip on that island. But who has that authority chip? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This could be where Cross Guild takes command of the Seraphim, or this could be where the Cross Guilds defeat the Seraphim through the power of Buggy D. Clown and his ability to fail upwards. We still don't know the confirmed devil fruits for S-Croc, S-Flamingo, and S-Gecko, but it's fair to assume they have Dofi's and Moria's devil fruits, seeing as how they're Paramecia users. That only leaves S-Croc. We learned from Vegapunk that Logia devil fruits are the hardest to clone, so what devil fruit does S-Croc have? I would make this suggestion to say that he has the Rust fruit, but that's merely a suggestion. Give me your suggestions down below. Back to the theory. Moria and Perona are currently missing in action. I believe they're sailing to Empty Bluffs Island to seek safe harbor with Cross Guild after picking up the fleeing Law and Beppo. We know Mihawk and Perona are close, and in prototype artwork for Cross Guild, Perona was a part of the gang. So we could see new members joining the guild very soon. We see from S-Snake that the Seraphim still have their emotions, so it's possible Perona's devil fruit will have an effect on them. Perona could be the MVP for this battle, but how could Crocodile get his hands on an authority chip? Maybe Buggy picks it up not knowing what it does and demands the Seraphim to stop, then it clicks in his head that it's an authority chip and he has control over them. I don't know, but it would make Cross Guild a true Yonko crew. Law and Beppo are currently escaping the Blackbeard pirates, so it's possible they run into Moria on the sea and head to Empty Bluffs Island to join Cross Guild for protection from Blackbeard. The news of Law's defeat would have been printed in the World Economic Forum by the time Law arrives, so Crocodile would know that Law needs a new crew. Cross Guild is currently lacking in power compared to the rest of the Yonko, but in exchange they have more wealth and fame than any Yonko crew ever. Adding the Seraphim or Law and Beppo to their arsenal will upgrade their status significantly. Adding Law specifically will increase Buggy's chances to become the Pirate King, seeing as Law knows about the locations of Pluton and 3 out of the 4 road poneglyphs. And this is how the God Emperor Buggy agenda begins. Buggy taking command of the Seraphim or just straight up defeating them through sheer luck and plot armor. But we'll just have to wait and see as more chapters are released. Crocodile's Operation Utopia may be revitalized due to Law and Moria joining Cross Guild, a military nation not subject to the world government. The biggest scoop the Big News Morgans could have ever asked for. Reporting on Cross Guild could be the rallying cry needed to start Impel Down 2.0, like everyone and their mom has been theorizing for the last 2 years. But why Impel Down? Didn't we already go there? Well, that's where Doflamingo and Weevil are. Power and information. 2 things Cross Guild could make good use of. But Law and Dofi hate each other. Why would they work together? Well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Doflamingo had an epic speech declaring the downfall of the world nobles, so maybe prison time changed Dofi's motivation. Why work for a system that betrayed you when you can work to dismantle it? Also, switching allegiances isn't a new thing in One Piece. Bond Clay is the perfect example. An assassin for Baroque Works who tried to overthrow a nation is best friends with the pirate that ended him up in Impel Down in the first place. Speaking about Bond Clay, that reminds me of the cover of chapter 666 where we see Mr. 2 is fine living it up as the queen of Impel Down level 5.5. I wonder when Crocodile will realize that Bond Clay is alive and well. With an underground network that spans the entire Grand Line, I don't think it will be a long time before Crocodile contacts Bond Clay to start a riot in Impel Down. With his clone fruit, it would be easy for him to disguise as Warden Hannibal and free more prisoners. I'm not saying that Impel Down 2 will happen soon, but what I am saying is that Impel Down 2.0 will happen. There's too many useful characters there like Edward Weevil who would be perfect for Cross Guild. This is all based on the possibility of Mihawk himself soloing the 3 Seraphims, by the way. That's incredibly important and I should have mentioned that in the video earlier, but I guess you're getting it here now. I swear to God, if these Seraphim just turn out to be hype tools for Mihawk, I'm gonna be incredibly disappointed. Don't get me wrong, I love Mihawk. I put Mihawk over Shanks in my power scaling, but Mihawk by himself should not be able to defeat 3 Seraphim. They were literally designed to be the pinnacle of humanity's strength.